everybody, and welcome back to NASCAR Thunder 2003. You join me on track for our Las Vegas Motor Speedway qualifying attempt. Nothing really to discuss since we did really no changes after the last race, considering we already had something in R&D after Rockingham, where we finished, I believe it was, what, 33rd? So here we are on the low banks of Las Vegas, 39th on lap 1 here. I actually sometimes forget Las Vegas used to look like this. Very, very different track back in the day. Reconfigured in, I believe it was 2007, or at least that was the first race, to what we see now. It just drives very differently here, obviously. I actually really like how Las Vegas is now. This one definitely takes a little getting used to, and definitely a unique track for back in the day. Come across the lane there, and it's going to be P39 for the race, so we'll just jump right to it.
NASCAR Winston Cup racing has hit the jackpot this week as we come to Las Vegas Motor Speedway for today's UAW Daimler Chrysler 400. I'm Joe Moore along with Barney Hall. We'll be bringing you all the action right here on MRN. What kind of things should we look for in this one, Barney?
The drivers need to get a good feel for this track early on. With all the green flag laps they run here, if you make a mistake early on or miss an adjustment in your first stop, your race will quickly become worse and worse.
So as we head onto the track, Sterling Marlin on pole. The 63 is Shane Hall. A fantastic qualifying result for him, as well as the 37. So it looks like Jarrett alongside on the front row, and we are towards the back. Here we go, coming to the green flag. Green flag is out, and we are racing at Las Vegas. As to be expected, a pretty slow start for us, but should be able to actually get a really good run through 1 and 2 there. AI slowed up just a little bit. Get underneath John Andretti in the blue checks ride this week. We head down into turn 3 for the first time, so 26 laps. Whoa, big check up there. 26 laps on the dock for today. We're going to go down below the apron, completely legal and doable back at this old version of Las Vegas, banked incredibly differently than the modern day one, even on the straightaways. A little bit of contact there with Kyle Petty through 1 and 2. Here comes Jerry Nadeau. I made that mistake in the last race. I forgot that Nadeau was the original driver of the 25, and that's who they have in the car. I just think of Joe Nemechek because Jerry Nadeau wasn't in that car particularly long, if I remember, in 2002. So to me, that's just Joe Nemechek's car. Currently hovering around 35th here, battling with Craven. Got a little loose there through the tri-oval. This is one of those tracks we definitely expect to struggle because of our bad engines that you start off with in career mode. Block off Jeff Green here. I've actually been to this racetrack in real life, not for a race, but I was in Las Vegas, I want to say it was 2019. It was before the pandemic started, and I actually got to take a tour of the track, and it's a very unique facility. It's really cool with all the different racetracks that are there. I think one of the things that's really cool is it's kind of the opposite of every other track I've ever been to, where you actually go down to your seats instead of up when you enter the grandstands, because it's kind of in a bowl. And it was very different and honestly pretty cool, and I like that. That you actually, like when you leave the track, you walk then up the stairs, so it's kind of like an arena in that sense. Got a little hot into turn 1 because of Jamie Mack being there. Let out of the throttle there so we don't smack the wall. block off Bobby Hamilton here. We can get our momentum back going. Now, after Rockingham, we were slow after the pit stop. Or, not slow, but we lost a lot of time in the sequence. Fell back quite a few spots, so maybe we'll pit earlier. It's just there's such a you could really gain an advantage. So there's such a big opportunity to gain track position by staying out, but it really does hurt for where you come out after the pits. Steve Park looks to our outside. Continue to look to get to Todd Bodine here and back to Jamie Mack. 26 and 27 battling side by side. So start lap 7, this race already flying by. Oh, too hot there again into 1 and 2. Just trying to carry too much momentum. You can really drive 1 and 2 differently from 3 and 4. You kind of have to. 3 and 4, I really seem to be able to carry a lot more speed and momentum. 1 and 2, not so much, and I think that's what's costing. Is I'm trying to drive it like I am 1 and 2. So it seems like you have to brake a little more, carry a little less speed into 1 and 2. There we go. That was a much better run through the corner. Let's see, both of our tires are worn. We took 4 tires in the last race. Probably do the same here. Just if both of our front tires are already worn as we get underneath Kimmel and Bodine. Break into the top 30 here maybe. So actually we're running better here than we did at the Rock. Which is odd. A little bit of lock up there because I realized I was carrying way too much speed into the corner once again. I'm not going to have a run on Craven, not able to get down low. The tires are really wearing out here. Not able to get down to that inside like I was able to earlier. Once again, just a little too much speed here. Tires definitely starting to fall away. I can feel it. Not feeling too great. Imagine the leader's going to start pitting here soon. We are below 10 gallons now of 76 racing fuel. There we go, there are some cars diving into the pits. Again, right now we're P31 aggregate. 63, man, he started up towards the front but has fallen like a rock. No pace from that other 63 car. Of course, we're the other 63 car. Like many more people are going to be pitting this time, so maybe it was just some early cars pitting. Car definitely is not liking these more worn tires as we make just slight contact with the wall. Just a little yellow damage on the right side. Not too bad, as looks like we're going to start getting more cars down pit road here.
There's some cars entering the track ahead. Clear on both sides.
Now with Old Las Vegas, I'm not sure what the etiquette is, if we're supposed to be using the access road or not. It doesn't look like it on the way into the pits at least, but I would imagine on the way out we should be. As more cars come down to the pits. I do want to run a little longer, kind of like because Rockingham is, oops, sorry Craven. Just because I do not like how the car feels with the more worn tires, so I kind of want to avoid, if I can, getting to this point before the pits. And again, maybe we get lucky and get a caution here as we now run in the top 15. Robbie Gordon up ahead, still holding off Ricky Craven. Let's see where we can get up to now. Might be able to break into the top 10 here. So no, it looks like we don't take the access road regardless.
Clear.
These cars start to come out of the pits.
One down left.
So probably going to pit on the next lap.
Pit row ahead. Okay, we're clear. Hold that line. That car ain't gonna run much longer. You
Oh, Ward Burton hits the wall, but no caution. Damn, that could have really helped us if that was a caution. Alright, though, we're going to come into the pits this time. Looks like Ricky Craven might be coming with us. No, he is going to come.
The 25 car is outside.
So let's see here. We are going to go ahead and replace tires. We're not going to worry about that damage because it's not going to be too bad here. So it looks like the leader's coming in too. So they were actually able to go an extra lap. But so we'll have to work on that fuel economy too. .3 seconds, so Ricky Craven gets ahead of us. Although he had passed us on the entrance to the pits. And again, lost ground. We're back to P36. So we're going to have to work some work to do. So we lost, what, 6 spots during the pit cycle. So got some work to do. And it looks like the leaders are coming once again. Looks like Sterling Marlin's out in front. So we'll go ahead, get our head down, and catch back up to these guys.
Easy, buddy.
Well, it's taken until about the tires start to wear that we actually start catching anybody. I guess somebody else had to pit because we are now 35th. We didn't pass anybody on the track, so... And now we're 34th, so I'm guessing somebody's in the pits now. Get up to 33rd here with maybe getting past Frank Kimmel, but like I said, it's taken the tires getting worn for us to start catching. And even then, as you can see, we're not really catching very fast, and we've only really caught Frank. Todd Bodine might be the only other car we can get here, so I'm thinking 32nd is where we're going to be at best.
I'm talking about. Nice lap.
Which again, around where we were. And that will fill our sponsorship requirements since they want 35th. So should be good there, as the leader did get past us, Sterling Marlin, trying to replicate what he did in real life. And that is win at Las Vegas. White flag in the air, so this is our last chance here to get past Todd Bodine. The 32nd. We finished, what, 33rd at Rockingham, so an improvement it would be if we can get past Todd Bodine here. We get down to his insides. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to catch Ward Burton. Whoa!
Number 26. All over your back bumper.
Well, that's not how I wanted to get the position. I didn't feel like I had slid up, but I guess I did, or he came down or something. That did not feel like we were going to make contact, so... Not how I wanted to get 32nd, but I guess we'll take it. So P32 at Las Vegas, and Sterling Marlin comes home the winner.
Lead changes were pretty scarce.
You could definitely tell the drivers who had the stronger cars. They got out front early and they stayed there the majority of the race.
The Delphi car really did a fantastic job keeping his car away from trouble all race long.
Yeah, you never quite know what's going to happen in these NASCAR Winston Cup races. When you finish a race and your car still looks brand new, you've done one heck of a job as a driver.
Unfortunately, we're out of time for now. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week at Atlanta.
So we got $167,000 for the race. We are now 31st in the point standings. As let's see what this has done, though, to the top of the leaderboard. Sterling Marlin leading the points ahead of Dale Jarrett and Jeff Gordon. 40 points ahead of both of them. Then Bobby Labonte and Dale Earnhardt Jr. the top 5. Rookies Jimmy Johnson, Ryan Newman looking good so far. Taking a look over at the weekly awards, Sterling Marlin winning the most. Once again, there seems to be a pattern. You can see it's the second week in a row. The pole winner won the race. Rookie of the Year battle, Jimmy Johnson takes over the lead. Or he might have had lead before, I'm not sure. But we currently sit P6. 3 different pole winners. No one won the Jackpot 5. Pontiac yet to get to double-digit points. And Sterling Marlin not as dominant as Mark Martin has been so far this season. Let's take a look. So we got one more race on the chassis. We do have all of our stuff, our previous engine repaired. So let's go ahead and repair one of our engines. Can we overhaul any of them? It doesn't look like okay. So this is without a doubt our best engine. These other two definitely not as good. This one shows to be wearing the least, even though it's at 96. So I think we're going to go ahead and repair engine number 3 here. Go ahead, spend the money to get that done in 2 races since we only have the 3 right now. I'm sorry, was that our chassis? Yeah, that was our chassis, my bad. Let's see here, engine-wise, really even on these two. The efficiency on this one's a little better. So I think we can afford that one for now to stay with it. So we'll go ahead and get this engine repaired. And for Atlanta, we'll probably go with our best engine, of course. And we'll also go with our best chassis for the high-speed track of Atlanta Motor Speedway. So, with that, let's see here, our sponsorship. Looks like everyone is happy with us. So, no problems there. 6 more races to go on everything. Looks like our prestige went up again for a couple of them. And right now we're sitting at $252,000 in the bank, so not bad. We're making steady progress as we continue to climb our way up through the NASCAR Winston Cup series. So that'll do it for this video. If you liked it, leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more NASCAR Thunder 2003 action, as well as many other games that I have coming up and coming out. And I'll see you next time. Bye!